So the questions are, what has been your involvement with MR?
I came to movement research in the early 90s and I tried to make workshops there. And I'd heard of movement research from so many of my friends from living here in Europe. And so when I passed through New York, I asked them, they let me do a workshop. I didn't get that many students. That was about 1992, or 3 or 4. And anyway, it was very nice. That's my relationship, how it began.
What is your first or fondest memory of movement research?
Doing the improvisation festivals when I do the performances themselves. And then also because then I'm teaching a workshop and then I'm performing. And that's fun.
What does movement research represent to you?
A place where workshops happen and performances happen, and an effort to maintain a alternative dance scene in New York, which in 2008 is a pretty funny thing to do.
What does the term movement research mean to you?
Again? Didn't you just ask me that? You asked me that just now.
Okay, so how has the meaning changed as your work has developed?
By the way, the man asking these questions that are being written by the guy named Will is French. The way it...
So I repeat.
Please.
How has the meaning changed as your work has developed?
How is the meaning changed?
How has the meaning
changed? Changé
as your work has developed?
Thing is that I live in Amsterdam and I don't really live in Holland. I live in Amsterdam, and that means that I have a lot of international friends who come from different countries and who change the meaning of my work continuously. So movement research is part of how I go to America. And when I go to America, I love to come into movement research because I'm in New York, and New York is the most fabulous city in the world. So other cities, so I have to say that to all you New Yorkers, like Seoul is a really interesting city in Korea, and so is Tokyo. You all know that if you've been to Tokyo. And anyway, there's other interesting cities. Chicago is an interesting city, but San Diego, what a fantastic city. So, I don't know, there's many interesting cities in America. I like to come to New York, and then I do my movement research thing, and I change my work pretty constantly. So the periods I've been coming to do movement research to do performances and workshops through their festivals and their workshop series, and I've been doing that since 1993. So of course my work has changed. I think the thing that's changed in movement research for me is the generation, because I've gotten older and they've gotten younger.
Okay, so that's what leads to the next question. Where is movement research going?
How can I possibly answer that? Movement research is going to fix the studio, I think, because there was a flood. And so that's a good thing. Well, the thing that's interesting really in 2008 is that movement research is going. With the flood and everything, they're just working it out. I think that's already very optimistic and enough. I mean, there's some irony in it, but basically that irony just becomes skepticism. So I really like what movement research is doing. No, I'm not cynical.
Okay, I think that's it.
It is?
Yes.
Merry Christmas.